Hey guys, it's Lori. I know you're used to seeing me. I make videos instead of audios, but I have an issue going on. I have this rash slash infection that got on my face. I have a lot of skin issues, and I just don't want to show my face. But I have important news that I want to talk to you guys about. So I figured I'd do it this way. I also sent out a letter via email to those on my mailing list. So, as you know, I've been gifted. I was born gifted. I think, I was born with gifts of being able to connect to different realms, be able to see, have insight, see with spiritual eyes, see things that other people don't see, maybe look into future events, that kind of thing. But I was also born into a world of dominance, violence, sexual abuse, basically I I don't even want to get into it, but so I don't know. I've always thought I was born this way, but you know what? Maybe it came through the abuse. When you're an infant, you can't tell. I don't have memory back that far. So anyway, with that being said, I want to let you know that my life has been completely devoted to helping people find their voice, helping people speak their truth, know their value, and live accordingly, to connect with spirit, to realize that God is real, to help them get through grief, loss, change, that kind of thing. And I'm truly devoted to that, and I'll always be devoted to that. It's more than a job to me. It's more than a job. And the only reason that money comes into play at all, if I had it my way, it wouldn't. But it takes everything I have. It takes every ounce of energy I have. Are my health problems related? I don't know. But I don't have the strength, the energy to work a quote unquote regular job. I wish I did, because that's what I'd prefer to do, and then do this also without charge. Because there's so many people that can't afford it or need the deals. That's why I offer so many deals. And I also want to let you guys know, I'm going to preface, I have news, but I got to preface it with all this, because this has been on my heart actually for years. But the last 8 or 10 weeks, this whole summer, I've been hit over and over and over again, to the point where I've been like brought to my knees, literally. And it's almost like carrying a 150-pound weight around with me all the time. And I've kind of become mastered in the art of remaining silent, and I don't know how well I do it, but putting on a facade of everything's okay. I mean, my job is to help you. So, I mean, I do have a support group, a support system that I can talk to and everything. But for the most part, I work probably more than anybody I know. And a lot of people might not think so. When I tell people about my financial struggles, because I got to tell you, I'm not ashamed to say it. This was a toss up. Do I mention this publicly, or, does it sound hypocritical? But I decided to go ahead and say it, whatever. I live under the poverty level according to United States standards. I mean, outside of the United States, according to the rest of the world, I guess all Americans are wealthy, but according to U.S. standards, I live below the poverty line. There are many nights that I go without dinner, that I don't have food, that, I struggle just to get by. And people might say, well, geez, your prices are whatever. Or when I tell people about this, they go, what, people don't pay you? You know what, it's not that. I offer all kinds of deals. I help people all the time. I either freebies or, deep discounts or whatever. And I do that for two reasons. Sometimes I have to, because I desperately need money. Other times, I know that the person can't afford it, and everybody deserves this kind of work. Not to mention, I do my own marketing. Everything that I put out there, whether it's a program, a class, the PDFs that I send out, the monthlies, all of that, I do that. I don't like copy and paste. I don't do mass productions. It's all individual, and it takes a lot of time. And I do my own marketing, everything. So I work probably 16, 17 hours a day, every day. I try to take Sundays off. But doesn't always work that way. I've had clients call me in the middle of the night and I'll answer, or, I've been at an event or something and totally stopped everything or canceled what I was doing so that I could work with a client. Because what happens when you do what I do, you can't talk with somebody about their deepest, darkest secrets, go, to the depths of their soul and not create some kind of connection between the two of you. So the connection is built. I truly care about my clients. Thank God the Lord has made it so that I can forget everything immediately, or I'd be carrying around way more of a burden. But I truly have a connection. I truly care about people. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to willingly do what I can to help people. And that's just the way it's gone. Okay? But what I've found is, no, it's not a matter of people not paying me. It's a matter of not getting that same kind of treatment back. So you might say, well, what do I mean by that? And I was thinking about it because, this has been, I'm serious, it's been on me. I've been carrying this weight. I've been struggling with it. And I thought, I haven't mentioned it because I thought, okay, I don't want to respond just on emotion. Because you know what? Even though I do what I do and I, hopefully help people out, I'm still human. I still get hurt. I still have emotions. I still get angry. I get sad, So I'm like, I don't want to just, jump on something and react that way. I want to make sure I have a legitimate point. I want to make sure I'm doing this because this is what I'm really meant to do. So I really prayed about it. I've been contemplating. I've been in so much prayer. And the answers that I got, and I'm going to stick with them. But that's the question that kept coming up. What, people don't pay you? Is that what happens? And I thought about it. I'm like, no, people pay me, and the discounts I offer myself. Nobody's twisting my arm. People will ask me because I always have that open door. I always tell people, don't let money stop you. If you need me, call me, explain your situation. I'm willing to work with anyone. I stand by that. No, like I said, we develop relationships, right? And then when I share, okay, guys, I'm doing a fundraiser for this, or my family's really in crisis, I need to, do a fundraiser, or how about $1, $5, $10, whatever you can do per month for your monthly, for the free stuff that I offer. Monthly memberships, they're so low, and people really take advantage of that. And I don't get responses on this. I get, oh, gee, sorry. If everybody that follows me, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or, my email list that's not even social media, if everybody gave $5, $1, $2, then you can't tell me that in the United States, you don't spend that probably per day on your coffee or on whatever. Maybe some, and believe me, I understand being broke. I'm not saying everybody, but the majority, even if 50% gave $1 a month, or even if 20% gave $5 a month, it would make a world of difference. Maybe I could have dinner every night like regular people, I help the homeless. I'm going to continue doing that. I help people in domestic violence situations. All of that stuff is free. The PDFs I send out, all that stuff that I do, like I said, I do this all myself. I don't copy and paste. I don't mass produce. It all comes from within me, and it comes, I believe it's Holy Spirit inspired because I pray about everything before I do it. So, that being said, and you know what, listen, please don't misunderstand me. I am not saying poor me. Everything I've done is my choice. But I thought, that's the hypocritical part. Here I am giving out advice every day to people that come to me and ask me, my clients, my friends, whatever. Speak your truth. Speak up. You are worthy. You are worth it. Don't allow others to disrespect or manipulate or whatever. And I'm not letting people manipulate me. I'm not letting people, like I said, if I offer somebody a deal, I do it because that's what I choose to do. But I am allowing people to tell me over and over and over through their actions that they don't value me. They don't value the work I do. I've heard people say things like, well, I just like talking to you, so, I don't have to pay you. I like talking to you too. And if we're talking as friends, no, you don't have to pay me. But if we're talking as client, you know, client coach or whatever, I do expect payment. And I am the first one to offer you a deal or to understand your financial situation. So, all of that being said, I have prayed about this over and over. And I know that I have said before, I quit, that's it, I'm done. But I've prayed hard about it. And, you know, the Lord told me, this is your gift, this is your gifting. But because of him, I do have value. So I will no longer offer anything that could be associated, like psychic medium stuff. And speaking of that, I have to say, you know, I don't mind if people go to other coaches, other whatever, intuitive counselors, whatever it is. But when people tell me, oh, I went to so-and-so and they were really horrible or they really did me a disservice, but I paid their price up front without a problem, that's, you know, you might be thinking you're complimenting me by saying you are so much better than them and blah, blah, blah. But it's actually a real insult because you're always trying to get a deal off me. You know? So anyhow, you know, I hope I'm not misunderstood by saying this. I'm not begging for money. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm not saying poor me, whatever. I just have to speak my truth. And I think it's very hypocritical for me not to speak my truth. So starting September 1st, I will no longer be available for any kind of, you know, psychic medium kind of stuff that could be seen that way. It's going to be coaching. It's going to be teaching. It's going to be all of those things that help to bring you closer to God, that bring you closer to your own truth, and that help you to live in your self-respect, your value, and that kind of stuff. So it's a big decision for me. I hope you stand by me. And, you know, if you can support every month with $1, $5, that's great. If you can't, you can't. But I just like people to maybe take a look at my point of view, and maybe things will change. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to run out of time here on this voice recording. But I just wanted to let you guys know the big announcement. And if you follow my email list, you'll get an email saying basically what I just said here. I do love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And I really do. And I feel so blessed to have met some of the nicest people in the world through my work. So although it's been a curse along with a blessing, and I have to follow my calling. You know what? Like I said, I have been deep in prayer about this, and that's been the problem. I haven't really come to the conclusion in the past where it'd be like, people don't pay you, and I'd be like, yeah, but you know what? They do. It's not that. It's that they don't value me, that I don't get the same kind of, you know, not that I do things to get something back, but like I said, when I need somebody, I don't have family here. On this earth. I don't have anybody except for the people I created, you know. I have no one. I have no one. If you're ever put in a situation where it's like homeless or whatever, thank God for those around you that will help you, because it makes a world of difference. I don't have anyone. I have my work. I have my God. And I have you guys. So I should have said my God, my family, my work, you know what I mean. God first, always. Anyhow, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, but I have to stand firm in this decision. So, email me, contact me. You can text me. My number's on here if you need me for anything. But, or if you got anything that you want to say.